Are we live?
We are live. Yeah. Hey everyone. Today we have an extremely special podcast because it's talking about something not many people in the industry tried. And the backstory is I was viewing my Instagram as usual, and suddenly I saw an ad for a 3D studio. I saw that it's like three visuals. I really know this studio. I clicked on the ad, I went to the funnel, then I saw a video. I know this guy. Then I went, this is Dimitris. And I went to my LinkedIn just to make sure that this is the same guy. I went there. I know like Dimitris, he's writing on LinkedIn and he writes like a very long content, very thoughtful content. And I said, no way, I'm not going to continue just viewing the ad. I'm going to invite him. And I talked to Fabio, and Dimitris and Fabio worked together previously. And I said, let's have him on the podcast and hear more about his experience, either writing content or running the ads. And Dimitris was very generous to accept our invitation and accept, being like open to sharing all the details about the ads he's running. So, Dimitris, thank you very much for joining us today. It's a great pleasure for me to meet you online first. Okay, hopefully in the future we'll meet in person.
No, thank you
Fabio,
for having me.
thank you very much for joining. Fabio just landed yesterday in his new hometown, and he's sick today, but like, yeah, he will try to stay strong. Um, Dimitris, would you like to introduce yourself briefly to the audience?
Yeah, so my name is Dimitris. Nice to meet you, everyone. So I am the founder and creative director for Three Visuals, and I started the studio 3 years ago when I was studying architecture. I didn't even know that this industry was even a thing. I was just doing some 3D stuff for my degree, and it was like as soon as I was doing the 3D, I had another project here in Cyprus where we wanted to basically build on top of an existing house. And I was like, how can I convince the owner to let me do that? And it was like with 3D. And then I was like, whoa, what if I do that for other architects? What if I did their 3D? And then I started getting more deep into the industry. And then I realized it's an entire world. So yeah, I slowly just started making my studio, and yeah, the rest. 3 years later, now we're here.
Amazing. I mean, 3 years, it's very pretty young. I mean, young studio. I mean, I
Yeah,
would
it
count
is.
this as success. I mean, you running ads and writing this content in this type of writing, and 3 years, great. I mean, speaking of three, I mean, could you tell me the backstory behind what is what is behind three visuals?
So I think a lot of people might say like that we started as three people maybe, but that's not that's not the case at all.
Okay.
I was like 3D visuals, then three, and then three visuals. That's pretty much how it came.
Okay.
It's a bit random, but yeah, that's
Okay.
the work. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that three visuals, I mean, maybe the first three visuals you got paid for. So I would like, yeah, it's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. The title for this live stream is basically how to advertise your studio. And we will start with you. How you are, what are you doing to market and sell your service? If you can walk me through how you evolved throughout the years, how did you discover that I don't need to, I mean, I cannot only send cold email? Um, what are the second thing you have done, the third thing, until you ended up with the ads?
So honestly, there's so many ways you can advertise, but the only thing I've seen people doing in Archviz is just sending emails. Um, I haven't seen anyone doing like something unique. I've seen people do Facebook ads, but that's just adding their picture and saying we can do images for you. But it says nothing else. Like, why would anyone trust you to with their project that costs hundreds of thousands, if not millions, if they just saw an ad? It's a different scenario if you are a business to consumer, when someone is going to buy something for $20, $40. But in our business is different, so you have to do something completely different, as we're B2B as well. um but I've seen other businesses doing Facebook ads and working, so I was like, why will this not work for us? So I started with Facebook ads, but I was doing the very exact thing, just uploading images, and being like, if you want images, you can contact us. Um, that worked for a bit, but only in Cyprus, because Facebook ads and all this stuff is not really, it's pretty much unique here. So not a lot of people know about it, but in other countries, it didn't work at all. But then after a month, it stopped in Cyprus as well, because the market is so little for architects and developers. Um, so yeah, I really wanted it to work. I also tried cold email, didn't work as well. But then I figured, why is it not working? And then I dove more deep into it, and I realized that the offer is what makes your advertisement. So for example, if we go back to cold email, everyone is sending the same exact email. Do you need services? Contact us right now. Like, it doesn't tell me anything. Like, even I get these emails, and I don't have my email in any architecture list, and I see them every time, and I'm like, why would I tell you yes, I'm interested, if you don't even put the effort to know my name, know who I am, and all this stuff? So I was like, how can I be different? I tried hundreds of different offers, like you can't even imagine, until I figured, what if I give give something for free, so people can trust me and see how we work with them, and at the same time we can also see how they work with me, because we know a lot of clients sometimes cannot be your best clients. So that was also a way for us to see if we can work together with that client. And that offer was, we will make one free image for your studio, but they had to complete a form just to make sure that they're a big enough studio. It's not just one architect, just a freelancer that had one project and just wanted a free image. That would not have a benefit to us on the long run. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, but obviously this is a more advanced offer to have, because obviously you need to make free 3D images, and someone has to pay for those free 3D images. So if you don't have a studio, and if you don't have someone that you can pay to do just those free images, this is very hard to do. But I think the key point is, if you want to do whatever advertising, if that will be either Facebook ads, cold email, or whatever else that you want to do, is, I think, find a solid offer that someone cannot say no to. Like, they'd be stupid to say no to.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. So it is a free image,
Yeah,
but they need to apply for it.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
So it's not like a big application. It's like, maybe, how many people do you have in your practice? What is your position? Are you like, can you take a decision in the business? It's like 5 to 6 questions that we can qualify the prospect. So yeah, pretty much as soon as someone sees the ads, we can offer you a free 3D image. Everyone's like, wow, that's interesting. Then they click on it. If they qualify, then they go to the next step, where we educate them a bit more. It's pretty much just a video of me just sitting and explaining what is 3D and how it can help them. And then we take them into an email um, campaign, where we send them emails before their call with us. Then we have their call with us. They send us all the details, and then we start working on that image. And then I'd say 70% of the time, they usually buy more images from the
Mhm.
same project.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much a win-win situation. And even if they don't, we can still use their name and logo in our websites, Instagram, and just advertise as a new client. So yeah,
Great. So this is also a good way to make portfolio projects that are not
100%. Yeah.
uh, without a client name.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Um,
Wait, guys, before we move forward, I really want to make sure that those who are watching from home, they understand the conditions that apply to this free image. Because, like, I don't want to, now that people, they're going to go home and be like, okay, we're doing free images for people and, and that's how we're going to get work. No, this is really a funnel. Actually, Dimitris, before like we continue with this, can you explain from your point of view what is a funnel? Because you hear the word funnel all the time, but can you explain it so that people
Yeah.
understand a little bit what that is?
So a funnel is fundamentally something that you take someone who has never thought of getting a 3D image before to wanting to invest in your company. So it's a step of things that you have to do to turn that person that had no idea what 3D is, didn't even want 3D, to make them want to pay for your services. So you start with a Facebook ad, and then you take them to a landing page, not a website, a landing page. It's completely different. You meant have completely different things there. Then from there, you it depends on what you want to do, but most of the times you make them want to book a call with you. And then after the call, something can happen to Fabio. So after the call, and hello, yeah. So after the call, you basically speak with them and then close them. So it's a set of steps that you take someone that has no idea of what you offer to sell them, basically. But yeah, so on what Fabio said, offering free 3D images is something that I would not recommend to anyone starting out, seriously, because it's so hard. You'd see what you'd see is make images for someone, spend hours on it trying to make it perfect, and then them being like, "Great, thank you so much, have a great day," and then use the image that you made as themselves. Um, so yeah,
Great, great. So basically, let's focus on the funnel thing.
yeah.
So it's like a group of steps, all types of, I would say, potential clients should go through.
Mm.
Now, you mentioned something, okay, you have the ad, the metric there is impressions, okay, or impressions are views, okay.
I would
They,
say the cost per click is the most important.
yeah, I mean, this is the important thing for you. I mean,
Mm.
the metrics throughout the funnel. So
Oh
we have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
impressions we are getting, how many clicks we are getting. I want to have to lead to a question. Then we have the page, and on the page you have the video, and they need to apply. So how many applications you are getting. Now to this point, it's pretty obvious. I mean, we have the ad from the outside, the impressions, clicks, the applications. If I apply and I'm not your ideal client, what do I get?
So right now you don't get anything, but we are working on something for people that are not that don't qualify, and I would say 90% of the people that go through the funnel are not qualified.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean,
so I mean that's another potential source of income that you can have. Maybe you can offer them something else instead of 3D images. But yeah, even if someone, let's say that 90% don't qualify, the other 10% qualify, because it's a funnel, you obviously lose people at each step. So let's say out of 100 people, 10 people go through. Um, those 10 people qualified. Then out of those 10 people, 5 people will book a call. Then out of those 5 people, two will, let's say 3 will come to the call, and then out of those
mm,
3, maybe 1 or 2 will eventually get that free image. But why this is worth it to us, especially in our business, is because the lifetime value of a customer is extremely high. So
Yeah.
this is something that we can do. Maybe, and that's why I'm not telling any beginners to do this, because this is really advanced, and you have to have a lot of patience to see your money being burned, especially in Facebook.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Fabio, you are
we,
muted,
yeah.
or you can send me WhatsApp. I will say them.
Maybe your microphone is set onto something else. Nope.
Okay. So I will turn on WhatsApp. You can say it as a voice note. He's doing it seriously. Yeah, so Fabio is recording.
That's a long question. Maybe try to disconnect and connect again.
Yeah, let's.
Well, I wanted to say that, the conversion rate that Dimitris just discussed, it's anyway very high. And the other thing is that what Dimitris mentioned is the fact that the lifetime value of a customer, this is a concept that he should expand on, because, when it comes to planning, you need to understand what it is that you're dealing with in terms of numbers.
Yeah, so lifetime, yeah, I see. So this is something that not a lot of people take consideration of, to be honest, and it's extremely very important, this one. So let's say a lifetime value of a customer in Archviz, it's 10,000. Would that be even? Let's say 10,000 for some basic math here. So if you come now and tell me that I'm gonna spend 1,000 euros to get one project that would cost 1,000, I would say, why would I do that? But if you come and tell me, if you spend 1,000, then I'm gonna give you 10,000 back, and that's the difference between identifying I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you have to look at the long term on how much money, let's say, you're getting from one client rather than just from one project.
Yeah.
And that would help you spend more money to acquire a customer. And even if it costs me 4,000 to get one client, that's still a win for me, because I'm making 6,000. But you have to understand and have all your maths right in order to do that profitably. And that's why I'm saying again, if you want to run Facebook ads or anything else, whatever you do, just have your maths right, just so you know if you're losing money or you're all good.
Yeah, yeah. So I think Fabio and I will understand exactly what you mean. I will explain maybe I mean, you explained it very well. Um, the thing what Dimitris is mentioning is like about ad. We cannot say like I invested 5,000 in ads and I got 2,000, so that I'm losing 3,000, because those 2,000, it's only the first project. These clients, like any client in Archviz, they will come back to you on average a minimum of 3 times throughout the year. And if you think about it, let's say you are investing, let's say 15K for 3 months for ads, and you are getting only 3 clients, you will get this back. However, you do need to track how much people are coming back, and you do need to have in the qualification process, you do need to know if these people, they do have continuous projects. Like if they have
Exactly.
only one-off project, it's like a small developer is just like starting now, they are doing one development just to test if everything is going well. It could be some fast money, but like on the long run, you do need to have like higher value, or I would say higher value projects. And to this point, um, I'm going to ask you a question, but like before I ask this question, I will give you a backstory. Then you tell me your experience in this. Um, I was running ads, okay, for Archviz people, and that was 19, late 18, 19, 20. In 2020, Facebook ads, they had something wrong, okay, and they started to shut some accounts down. One of them was my account. So I wouldn't be able to manage my client's account. But anyway, the point is, um, the problem I see, people, they go on YouTube, they search for how to get clients, they see Facebook ads, and they feel like they see the YouTube videos that are saying you can start Facebook ads and start getting a lot of clients by just investing $5 per day.
Oh.
Well, or $10 per day. That's completely true, my friend. However, you need to notice, especially in the first 3 months, you do need to run a minimum of 15 ads per day. Each ad is $10. It means you are running, I mean, you are paying 150. For 1 month, it's like 4,500. This 4,500 is a metric for Facebook ads, for the algorithm to learn who is your target audience before you even, because like targeting on Facebook is different than targeting on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can say architectural companies, directors, CEOs, you can go directly to them. But like Facebook ads, you cannot target per position because position is not provided by Facebook. You can target
So
only your interest.
that's a
So
big
my
issue.
question is for you is,
Yeah.
sorry, I need to get to the
No,
question.
no, no, fine.
The
Yeah.
question for you is, how did you go into targeting, and how much was your budget? And as a direct outcome, okay, what did you get out of it? In case you are happy to, in case you are open to share this.
No, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah. So as I mentioned at the beginning, we've tried so many different things, and we were learning from everything. So you're very correct. Facebook doesn't know, like they know the interest, right? They know that you are into architecture, and that's why you were targeted on the ads that you saw for me. Uh, so the thing
Yeah.
is, architecture is like a big thing. So we have students going through the funnel. We have freelancers. We have 3D studio owners. We have literally every single person that is into architecture has gone through our funnel, and that is the exact reason we have a 90% people that do not
Mm,
qualify and 10% people that qualify. Um, Now, the ad budget, I cannot say exactly, but what I would say is you definitely need more than $100 a day. That is for sure.
yeah.
um, because, as I said, you're wasting your money on 90% of the people that are not interested. So, but another thing you can do is obviously split the funnel to something that you can get from the other people as well. But that's again something we're working on, and maybe I'll write a LinkedIn post about it, so I'll let you guys know. um
Like,
so the other question you asked me was how it
I
performed.
mean, how did you go through I mean, I think you answered this. I mean, the targeting. For example, if you say that freelancer students, they all came through the funnel, it means like you started anyone who is above 18, or anyone who is above 22.
So right now in Facebook, you basically do broad targeting, and
Okay.
Facebook finds the audience, because it's honestly now with AI, it's extremely smart. It's more smarter than me, so I'm not gonna even do anything with it. So it
Yeah.
knows from the description that you put on the ads who to target. So if you target attention architecture studio owners, maybe we'll give more ads to those people. But again, you mentioned architecture, so you're going to the architecture
Yeah.
pool, let's say. um, and yeah, obviously I targeted 26 and plus, because I didn't want to, obviously there's
Okay.
no studio owners that are 18. And that's pretty much it, just the countries. And yeah, having a really good ad is key as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, having Facebook ads work is very hard. It's way harder than cold email because you have to know a lot of things to do. First, you have to know how to run Facebook ads. You have to know how to install a pixel so you track things in your website. Then you have to know how to make a killer ad. You have to have a hook. You have to have a meat. You have to have a call to action, and you have to know all these certain things. You have to know how to make a funnel. So that, but at the end of the day, it's really worth it if you spend your the time to learn about it. It is the returns is exponential.
Yeah, there is one positive side effect to the ads,
Mm,
even if you do it wrong, is brand awareness. I mean, now you are getting in front of people they never really heard of you, and
mm.
they are seeing you. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, the first reason we are here talking today is because of your ad.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Right? Yeah, this might lead to somewhere. Um, the point is, this is like side effect, the brand awareness. It doesn't really come. I mean, people don't. You cannot count it. Like you cannot say I got like in front of 1,000 people, so I'm going to count it as a result. It is a side effect. You need to know that this will happen. Plus the conversion thing that you are basically running the ad for. So, is it worth it? 100%. You need to be ready to put a lot of money for you need to feed the algorithm to learn who is the audience at the beginning. Then, I mean, once let's say you put like, you know what, even if you put 5K, 10K per month, if you are getting one client, literally like one big project, it's going to pay for itself,
But
especially in
that's
our industry.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like you don't know, so you might spend
Yeah, you don't know.
a
That's
lot.
yeah,
Also, do the free images on top, and then you're like, what
yeah.
am I doing? And then, so I would say like you can. I mean, that's the offer we have. Maybe you can try something else. It will work for you. Like that's just what we done. But what I would say, yeah, the offer is the number one thing, no matter what you do, either cold email or just Facebook ads.
Yeah. The next important question. Okay. I don't want you to give me the price. In case you can give the price, great. Give me the price range. Okay. Where is your price range?
Our studio's
Yeah.
price range.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can share this right now.
Okay. 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 Let me give you let's make it easier. Is it below 1,000 or above 1,000?
It's below.
No. Okay.
But we have in our studio, we don't take one image. We take 6 images as a minimum.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
You know, I
so that
have
makes up for it, kind of.
absolutely. So we have inside, we have a group called Roadmap. Okay. Inside the Roadmap, we don't do ads. I mean, just a second. I need to get plug you in. So the way how
Can
we
you,
get clients is
guys?
perfect. We hear you now.
Okay.
So we don't run ads to get clients. We do it differently. But like there is one guy who is running ads, and his ticket is lower than 1,000. Okay, and he's getting great results. Okay, I don't know if I get him on the podcast, but like you know what the funny thing is, this guy is getting really great results. His work is good, is very good, and he doesn't have any funnel. The call to action is to his WhatsApp directly. And when I saw it, when I saw the inquiries, I said, "Man, you are doing something really genius."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, you need to be ready to put the money.
I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, yeah, it depends on what you want to do. Like, so now because we have a funnel, we can do something with the other 90% that don't qualify. So everything has its pros and cons. So that's why everything works, right? It just all you have to do is just focus on one thing and just make sure that you do that as best as you can.
Absolutely.
Can
I
I
mean,
can I can I
yeah,
add something to what Dimitris just said? I think that here what's important to understand is that uh, Dimitris is observing very good the way that society and also the way that we interact with our social media is changing, and so he's been doing something completely different from everybody else that I know that want to use ads. Because again, like even good studios that have amazing portfolios and worked with great offices, when they launch ads, they do exactly the same thing as he said in the beginning, but he did it differently. And so this is very important to specify so that people can understand this. The other thing is that people should be really paying attention to the way he mentions numbers and costs, because you see, like creating a funnel, uh, I know it because, we talked through the process of him creating the funnel. It wasn't something that he did over a weekend. It took him quite a bit of time. There was research, there was seeing what works, see what doesn't. There was a lot of writing going into that. So, per se, that is a full time job that somebody has to do. And so, what I want people to take away from this is that, yeah, uh, you know, 5, 6 years ago, ads had very little return of investment, but also we don't really know if people were doing them wrong. Now, some things are changing, but you cannot simply rely on the service of ads. You need to create something that makes actually people pay attention. And so I just wanted to put that out because people say no, ads don't work, and I'm like, look, everything works and everything doesn't work.
Exactly. Right to the
Yeah.
point.
So there is one thing Dimitri said in the beginning. This is not for starters. And it doesn't mean only starters in the industry, it means also starters in marketing. Because, I mean, even before he runs the ad, um, I remember his posts. I mean, the way how he writes was my motivation to connect with him. Okay, he writes like a very long form ads. He educates a lot, and this type of writing, it doesn't really come from someone who is just starting. It means not only starting in the industry, also like understanding what am I doing here. You see what my clients are really getting as a benefit from my service. It's not even an image. It's not a 3D animation. It's not like an MP4 file. So that's why it's very important to say it's not for. I mean, running the ad. Just a question. You said you made the funnel yourself, or
Hmm.
did you get a help from someone?
No, yeah, everything I do it by myself.
Great.
Yeah.
So basically, the video, the like even the website. If you are going to ask a ChatGPT to help you, whatever it is, you do need to get a good amount. I mean, I would say you do need to have the good basement of writing just to know if what you are getting is correct, is on the way. This is what I want, and that's basically the biggest a trick for ads. I mean, ads, it's like a function. That's like what is written there from the offer, how you say it. Like, for example, free image. I can tell you, look, come to me, I'll give you one free image. This is one way. Or you can listen to Dimitris' video. He said, hey, look, we are meeting for the first time. Okay. You don't trust me. Let me bridge this gap. Okay. And I'm giving you one free image. Okay. Take it. For example, like having a way of saying it and the script behind it is also something. It's not something like
Uh,
just like writing or like just saying, okay, hey guys, I am Anis, I do this and that. If you would like, come to me. If you don't like, just close the tab.
yeah, so like now I would say now is the time to not use ChatGPT because I honestly like I can see from a mile away if someone is writing with ChatGPT, and if someone knows that you use ChatGPT and you don't even care on at least changing some things, that's
Yeah.
a huge turn off, especially if you want to do business with him. Um, so yeah, I would say like again copywriting, and that's not what you just see on the funnel. It's also the thank you page video, the VSL,
True.
which is the
Yeah.
video sales letter that you have at the front. It's also the booking page video, which has a script that takes ages to do, so it does need work, especially. So I would say if there's one thing anyone can Exercise will be copywriting, is extremely important. And that can help you when you're writing emails with your clients. That can help you in a lot of ways.
Everything, everything
Yeah,
about
Dimitris,
it.
let
yeah.
me then ask you a question.
Hmm.
Say that there is a client that comes to you and says, "Hey, I've seen your work online. I think I like it. I think I want to work with you, but I need you to provide me with a complimentary free image for this project that I'm working on, and then I can make a decision whether or not I want to work with you." What's your attitude towards something like that? So basically, people are not getting driven by your own funnel, but they're coming to you asking for a free image out of the blue. What is your attitude towards that situation?
That's interesting. But honestly, I wouldn't say a lot of people will do that, because that's a more of a
Oh, it
deep.
happens more than you think.
I mean, until now, it haven't didn't happen to me. Um, so you're saying someone just reach out to me and he's like, "Can you make me an image? You're doing free images. Can you do one for me?"
They don't
Um,
know that you make free images. They don't know by your funnel. They just come to you and they
oh,
say, "Hey, yeah."
to that, I don't know. I would say no, honestly. Because the thing is, because the thing is, in the
The
funnel,
subtle differences, huh?
yeah, because the thing is, in the funnel, I'm educating people and showing them how important the images are. So I don't want anyone that doesn't. He's not going through the funnel just to make them a free image. So
I
yeah.
was asking you this question because I want people to understand the difference, you know?
Oh yeah,
Somebody
100%. Yeah.
can somebody coming to you just for free work and you creating a system where you make yourself the investment of creating a free image as long as people understand who you are, what your values are, and then they become part of your reach out system through your CRM, whatever. So, that
Yeah.
was the reason for that question.
So, Dimitri, we have a very critical point. Okay, we got it
Yeah.
from Bobby. So Bobby said, vetting is important. Too many scams and people want something for nothing. Every month, I get at least one person who approved a code, signs a contract, and vanishes for deposit. You can't use a deposit to vet free work.
So I
That
don't really understand the question.
so
So
basically, if you have a a normal project, okay, there should be a deposit in the beginning, 50% or 40%, whatever, and the rest at the end, or maybe upon delivery.
hmm
And when you are doing a free image, you don't ask for deposit; it's already free. So
everything is
basically,
images. Yeah.
I do agree with Bobby. I mean, the deposit is a big, I would say, qualifier between clients. And in your case, okay, how are you making sure? I mean, other than if you are the owner, what type of projects you have, what is the studio, how big the studio is, how do you qualify them if they are in this? And also, there is one compliment from Bobby. I love your see if you qualify contact page.
Thank you. So the question is, how do I make sure that they're gonna buy later on? Pretty much.
Somehow, yeah. I mean, he didn't ask a question, but I see that this is a very critical point. I mean, the deposit is a qualifier. If it's not there, how do you make sure that they are real or they are serious to continue?
So as I said before, we had people that we send them a free image and they were like, "Thank you, great, have a nice day." We've never heard of them. But the thing is,
Okay.
you're putting in goodwill, right? So that person is gonna go to his friend and he's gonna be like, "Yo, these guys gave me a free image." Like even them saying that, and then maybe that referral come to us later on. That's still a win. Um,
Yeah.
so it's all about just living goodwill into the industry, and honestly, it just comes down to maths, right? So if I know that I'm gonna get four no's and six yes, that's still a win for me. Like if the maths add up in the long run, then I'm fine just giving free images, even if that would be nine free 3D images, and then only one converts.
Mhm.
And if that was profitable, I'll go with that 100%.
Perfect. For this, okay, we said if the math is working for you. Now, how long have you been running the ads until now?
So we were running them, and then we shut them down because we can't handle any more work. So yeah, we're thinking of getting one more person just for that, just for doing images
Yeah.
for free. um, but yeah,
So basically, okay, so you run them for 1 month
yeah, let's say.
or less somehow.
Hmm.
Okay. And just for us to understand the funnel thing, okay? How many
Hmm.
applications did you get in case you are open to share?
Applications on what?
You said that they will see the video, they will watch the video, then they have an application, which is qualify. I mean, apply to see if you qualify.
Let me pull it up
Submissions, I
actually.
would say.
So submissions, that you mean before we get into a call?
Yeah. Then we have show up in the call. Then we have
Yeah.
requested the free image. Then we have like upgraded to a full project, full set, just to see the numbers. Let's say, um, yeah,
Because I don't have them right now. I can tell you roughly because
yeah,
I have to
yeah,
log in. So I would say like 100 maybe went through the funnel.
yeah,
Um, sorry, 100 booked in a call. Uh, 100 booked the call, right?
yeah,
But then at first we were seeing a lot of drop off to people that show up. Then we added the email sequence, but we added that 15 days into the month.
yeah, yeah,
But that boosted the show up rates by like 70%. So it's a bit mixed. I can't give you like an exact because we did a lot of different things in the meantime. We also added a video on before the call so people can see my face a bit more. They can get
yeah.
more familiar with the studio, so that was improving. But at the end, I think we had like 60 calls. Out of those 60, I think we did like 40 images, free images, and then I don't want to say how many we converted into actual clients.
No, all good.
But yeah, but it was worth it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Um, so I would assume you've paid around, I mean, less than 5K.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, less than
I
5K
think
for,
I think we got like 1,000 clicks, and then each click was 2.3
yeah, okay.
per click.
Yeah, that's still reasonable.
But yeah, but
But you need,
obviously, if you do that and you have no idea, like if you don't know how to convert, if you don't know how to take someone from point A to point B, then that is a waste of money.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Cool, cool.
I think this could be a topic actually for another discussion as well, because now we're talking about a funnel, but in reality you can queue people in sequences of emails just when you have contacts that you're dealing with, and have a system. This is one of the things that we're going to discuss during the masterclass, Anis and I. But you can actually have a system of following up on client meetings without really having a funnel. You can just have a client that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. You have in your CRM a system of sequences that you have to follow, and then that client will show up, they will listen to your presentation, and eventually they will talk to you about potential projects. Because at the end of the day, it's not only they are not going to get hooked and look at your work just because. They do it because they need help with their projects, and so they do have an interest in
Oh,
sitting
100%.
through those calls.
I mean,
yeah,
anything you do, like even if you get clients from referrals, you'd still need to follow up with them. Like that's a
absolutely,
101 for
absolutely.
anyone.
Follow up is like even in the family, you need to follow up on with the
Oh yeah.
son, with your wife. Hey, did you do that? Yeah, okay. And you always need
Grandmas
to find them.
can get very angry.
You do need like to be creative in the follow. Hey, look, did you watch this TV show? Oh yes, I watched it. And how much time did you spend on this? Oh, really? I watched like two series. Okay, perfect. I guess you didn't have time to do the thing we talked about, right? Oh no. Okay, when can you do it? You see, you always need to find a new way to follow. Anyway, I would say, like just to give you a quick thing, um, like with your price point, okay,
Yeah.
what you have invested either in time in making I mean, definitely making an ad, and you know it's converting, and for the long run, it's great. Yes, because like you turn off, um, I would say, the creativity on the marketing and just run it. You see, just pour the money inside it.
I mean, honestly, if anyone watching right now, if you have any idea what a lead magnet is, I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
it's
know.
great off. Yeah,
So this is exactly what this image is a lead magnet for us.
yeah.
Just to put it out there. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, I literally forgot what I was saying.
Yes.
But Anis, there is a curiosity about Dimitris. Dimitris, this is not his first company, and through funnels and through creating, lead magnets and things like this, he has already created a company before
Oh,
Three
really?
Visuals. Yeah.
Tell us. Tell
So,
me.
I
Dimitris, maybe
can't.
you wanna.
Yeah, I can't really say about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Private
But
company.
anyway, the bottom line is that he's got a little bit of experience,
Okay.
and I just want to say this because like if you're venturing into this world and you want to create something like this, you will probably hit a wall very quickly. But I'm pretty sure that Dimitris, for a fee, will be happy to consult any office that needs
Honestly, I
some
think
help with converting.
when it comes to advertising, like just try to get your name out there. Like it doesn't matter which way. If you send texts one by one, send to Instagram DMs, just get your name out there. Have a really good offer that people would be interested in your services. Like, why would anyone pick you over anyone else? Like all the 3D studios right now have a really good quality. So why leave the price aside? Like, why would they pick you? Like, you have
Yeah.
to find the reason why to do that.
So one question. We're not going to get into the previous company, but like, was it something outside architecture?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So from an outsider perspective, now you are an outsider. Um, how do you see the industry, and what is the one thing you wish people would really improve or do better at?
I would say do more different things. Try to do what other industries do and has been working for years, and try to implement it in this industry, because I see no one innovating. And innovating, I mean, just take literally what someone else does on another industry and do it in this industry. It's literally the same thing. It's B2B, works every time. It works for other companies. It can work for you as well. Like it's, I cannot stress this enough. And what I'm doing is not like something that I just, funnels is not something new. It's not something that I just came up with.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
mean,
like you can learn about them online. Um, but yeah, if it's working for other industries, why not work for our industry?
yeah,
Obviously, there's some things that work better than others, some things that require more work than others. But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Dimitris,
yeah.
quick. Oh, sorry, Anis, you wanted to ask something.
No, no, no. I mean, the same topic. Please continue.
So I just want to ask. Now you say that this funnel it's working for 10% of the people that comes through the funnel, but you said that you want to monetize also on the remaining 90%. How do you plan to do that?
Um, I'm thinking maybe we can sell PDFs or a 3D course,
I
either
mean,
one of these two.
do it yourself something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you want to
But
do
I,
it
I, I
yourself?
I understand it takes a lot of, I'm not sure because it's going to take a lot of time that I don't have right now. So that will be later on. So I'm okay with like leaving money on the table, let's say, for that, but it's something on the long run. But that's definitely a lot of things you can sell to freelancers. students. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, great. But like at least in case you don't have an offer for them now, just keep nurturing them.
I mean, yeah, and the thing is, like, you can pay the ads with that, so it's like a loop.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, there is another way to run the ads. I think you are also aware of it. If someone is just doing content marketing, posting, you see, and people are getting visits on the website over 1 year, over 6 months, they will get some type, I mean, amount of visits on the website. If they have the pixel already installed with the tag manager, I mean, basically they can make a retargeting ad. Everyone who visits you previously, they know who you are, they will get something.
So for that,
I mean,
I
did you
think
try
I think
this?
so. So the Facebook Pixel tracks for 3 months, right?
You don't need to
And
have a tag manager.
oh yeah, yeah, okay. So I mean,
Yeah,
I would say if you're doing content, always have something that people can opt in, so you can get their email and then put them on an email list. That is it, what I would do 100%, and it's what I'm working again for my
but you
LinkedIn.
don't have the free image on your content.
No, 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 no.
It's only for people who are educated and applied throughout the phone.
Yeah, I was talking to Fabio about this. Like, I'm actually writing a book right now that I'm going to be offering, so which takes time. So yeah, it's something that you can take the email from any aspect, any prospect, and then just nurture them into maybe buying your services later.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect, perfect. I mean, that's very insightful talk. Fabio, would you consider running ads for? I mean, if someone is going to run ads, it should be the digital ones. I mean,
Well, we do them for our clients, and the thing is that, what Dimitri said in the beginning. How do you qualify the prospects? Now it's getting a little bit easier with AI because AI does a lot of the groundwork for you, and all the basically the engines that um optimize these ads do, they seem to work a little bit better. In the past, the problem was that it was very difficult to um, define the profile of person that would need your ad, right? But now, basically, if you're having a conversation with somebody where you say, hey, I have this project and I have to find renderings, your phone will listen, and the algorithm will make you a qualified person for somebody who's running ads. Now,
absolutely.
the issue that I foresee, but maybe I'm wrong, is that when you play the game of the masses, you're eventually going to get clients that want to pay not a premium. That's okay if you have a pipeline that is optimized and can work, with the lower fees, and eventually, you can make it work even when where renderings are a little bit cheaper. Uh, but again, this is a conversation that I would not recommend beginners or small studios to have. You need to have a pipeline that it's already, tested, where you know that you don't make a lot of mistakes. This is my only recommendation. Maybe
And
Dimitris can suggest something else, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
so, if there's anything that anyone would take from this call, will be have the best offer you can have, and it doesn't have to involve anything that has to do with free. Like, always just make sure to stand out, because imagine if you're sending emails, everyone is doing that, everyone has the same offer. I will do 3D visuals for you, this is why 3D visuals are very good for your company. So do not offer, let's say, what everyone else is offering. If you want to run Facebook ads, again, do not offer what everyone else is offering. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
little nugget.
Regarding the offer, okay, I need to read
Yeah.
something. Let me show you. So I'm going to the meeting, okay, next week. Okay, so I got someone saying, I mean, it is meeting. I mean, having a 15 minutes meeting at the meeting, okay, in person. I need to take my time to meet you there for. I should know, right? And there should be a reason. So the guy said, "Hi Anis, are you heading to the meeting? Okay, in Cannes next month? It would be great to catch up if you are." Then he sent another follow-up message after 3 days saying, "Did you see my message regarding the meeting? I am heading down on the 10th. It would be great to meet up if you are around." Then I said, "Man," I told him, "thanks for the message. I mean, you are asking for a meeting without a reason. What would be the topic for our meeting? I mean, yes, we will meet, but like for this is what, okay? Let me give you another example. Another example from our industry. Okay, I'm not going to
I
read
mean,
a.
maybe something that the other guy could said, he could just said for a quick coffee instead of a meeting. Like that
I
would be.
mean, let's say, Anis, I'm coming from, I don't know, Switzerland. I'm coming from a place, and this place is very famous for this. I'm coming to the BP, bringing something very special from a country. I brought something special for you. Would you
Yeah.
be happy to hand it over to you? Yeah, my friend, give me a chocolate. I'm going to run for you. So this is one. Another one,
It's
although,
crazy, Anis. It's crazy, Anis, because you and I have never talked about this topic, but we use the exact same framework.
yeah,
And you see, this shows that the reality is that a lot of people simply don't know this stuff, and that's okay because nobody teaches you this stuff. Why? And this is why it's so important, to listen to these conversations, because there is a ton of like free value that it's given to you, and it doesn't
yeah.
cost you anything. And if you're listening and if you're paying attention, it's something that potentially can change your game overnight.
Yeah, yeah. You see, for this, I have really like an observation. I would like to share it as well with you. But like, I will get to the point about the cold email, like the without an offer thing. So also another thing about the MIPIM. So I am still registered here as an architect, and I have an email different than my usual email for architectural council. And I got an email. "Hey Anis, I'm heading to the BPM at the 10th of March. Okay, we are architecture visualization studio, and we do 1 2 3. Okay, we have done it for big names. Do you have time to meet?" Then I said, "Okay, you know what? I know this guy. Okay, he's sending me a message. I mean, why he's sending me a message? I mean, you see, I mean, he definitely did not check my profile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just sending it to a list of names." Then I
uh,
said, "Okay, I'm just waiting for the follow up to see his automation. I mean, how many
yes,
days
yes,
he take?"
yes.
Okay, for this, for what I told you, Fabio, about the observation, like we do agree that everything we are doing in marketing and sales, it's not new. Okay, it's we are not inventing the wheel. We are doing what is exactly fitting our industry based on the experience, like from other industries, from gurus, whatever it is. But at least what we say, what we provide as a tip or strategy or action plan, it is optimized, refined throughout the years, and tested on many studios. This is not just like any advice thrown away from any YouTube. This is one. And still, if you get someone who was interested, Dimitris, we are talking about the workshop where we were advertising. Um, the workshop was for 1,500. Starting date of registration was 17th of February. And then we said, just to incentivize people to come in, anyone who joins before that, they get 30%. Okay. We got 10 seats booked, finished. That's it. But other people, I wanted just to see why they didn't sign up. Okay. I mean, if you are in need for marketing and sales advice, or at least some sort of optimized sales process, and you see that it is like 1,050, and you still struggle to invest in this, what is the reason? No one really answers. Okay, no worries. Man, tell me, what is your price now per image? 600, 700. Okay, what is your desired price? Okay, how much would you like to charge? Oh, I feel like I deserve 1,200, 1,500. Perfect. Wouldn't you really need a strategy to help you get that new price, I mean, just one image in the new price will pay off for the complete workshop. I mean, and even the workshop is not like 1 hour, it's like 3 days. And we have three follow-up meetings. And we are giving them the software for marketing. I mean, you are away from marketing. Okay, I use Go High Level as an agency account. And I give everyone a free account. Literally, I don't charge for it. I mean, they are getting it. I mean, this is a complete set of marketing tools. You see, a CRM, website builder, funnel builder, social media scheduler, I don't know, email marketing, WhatsApp marketing, and like text over the phone, everything in one place. And still, people don't really join. But like anyway, we put a target for us, 10 people, because more than 10 people, it's going to be really tough for us to manage it. Because like 10 people, and they are like medium-sized studios, so it would be great. So today, I
So
messaged a
is it
couple of people. So we have another one in April.
is it fully booked now?
Yeah, we have 10 people for, I mean, it's finished. So today, a couple of people said, Anis, I thought it's later. They thought that the registration starts at 1st of March. Yeah, no worries. They might really got it wrong. So I said, okay, if you would like to join, we are making another one in end of April. And end of May, we will make the same one. However, it's going to be in person. It's not going to be online. Okay, we'll make it here in the office, and we do have really nice names coming to this last mastermind. So the May one is not only the workshop; it is a mastermind. So we have the business model completely in all the parts and everything in between, the sales process and the relationship channels, all of that. And the first time we did it, we were like only four. So Tio, you know Tio, we were Lasse from Berlin and Matteo from Italy. Like, you cannot imagine, it was 3 days and we were only four people. You cannot imagine, like, 2 days we finished at 1 a.m. Can you imagine that? Like the stories. Everyone started
Yeah,
talking about like experiences, clients,
clients.
prices, bad projects or good projects, whatever it is, you see? Like we are going out for lunch. We are talking about the clients. I mean, it was really crazy. And the second time we did it only online, okay, for 3 days. The online one was more manageable because it was online, okay. But again, I mean, 8 hours per day. I mean, it was really tough. But
Yeah.
like we got everything recorded. It was really. I mean, even the in person one, we got it recorded. I mean, just imagine this with four people. Like in person is different. Really, like if you would like to travel, I mean, if you have, if you manage to get employees, like to manage the work, please join us. In person is really different. Um,
I would say me and Fabio, we work together. If anyone is interested, I would definitely recommend, like 100%. Uh, but yeah,
yeah,
Thank you. No, but at the end of the day, like this conversation comes up all the time with people. Like I have been a professional sports guy for 20 years, basically. And as I stopped because work got in the way, and I started doing other things, I have lost that touch with the competitive side of sports, right? And for me to get back in shape and readjust my nutrition and everything, I needed the support of a trainer, of a person that knew things a little bit better, because that person was doing it as a job. And so I feel like often artists tend to minimize the aspect of having somebody that can help them and guide them, because they say, look, the work, it's about making beautiful images and that's it, then clients will come. uh, or now there is a crisis and there is nothing that you can do. To a certain extent, yeah, it's true, there is a crisis and you cannot do much, but there are still companies that are thriving and that are doing some things right. maybe you might be too much into your thing that you don't see a light out of this situation. And this is not a criticism, it's just a reality for many people. And so we have had this conversation also on stage at the D2 last year, Anis and I. uh, Jobs like consultants in this field will be very important in the next 5 to 10 years, simply because there is too much noise and too much uh, people that are selling quick solutions to very big problems. You see it all the time, like, hey, get $5,000 a month clients, just like that. Or you don't need to do any networking, you don't need to send any cold emails, just find clients. And I'm like, these people are telling you everything that you want to hear as an artist, and they're selling you a $300 course that you're not even probably going to do, because once you buy it, you're even too busy and perhaps a little lazy to actually do it. Instead, a situation like the one that we're presenting, we are there to answer your questions. We follow you up over a longer period of time. So if things don't work or you're not happy, you have actually the chance to talk to us and tell us to our face. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
think about
But
it.
anyway,
Think about it like this. Like, why? So me and Fabio, as I said before, we worked together like almost a year ago now. Not a year, but whatever. So my thinking behind it was, what if I can skip years of mistakes with 2 days? Like, what would that be worth to me? And that's like the number one thing I would say. You can save you're gonna save more than 100% if you just if you don't do those mistakes,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the best advice. Like, try to skip years of mistakes in a couple of days. This should be the next headline. Skip years of of mistakes in the next 3 days. Well, that's really great. I mean, if you would like, so someone is watching now or later, could be like a new to the industry. Someone could be an experienced guy in the industry. What would you give an advice to these two groups?
uh I would say always try to innovate and try to do something that no one else is doing, even if you're just starting out, or even especially for the people that already have a lot of people under their team, they can afford to do mistakes and show things that are possible to other people in the industry. Yeah, innovate. I think that's one thing we are not doing in Archviz.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, that's really important. Well, if anyone has any question to Dimitris, we still have him for a couple of minutes. Um, I know
Anis, I actually have to run because I have a client meeting now,
all
and
good.
the person is
I
coming to
think
pick
also
me up.
Dimitris has a lot to do because I mean he has like under pressure. Dimitris, thank you very much for
Thank you.
joining us today, for sharing the insights, all these details. We really appreciate it. And let's meet you in person someday. Fabio, thank you
Yeah, I
very
hope
much
you can
for,
make it to Germany.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
gonna be fun.
yeah,
It's gonna be
just,
in Germany.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, I
you know,
will. Don't worry.
yeah. So it's going to be end of May, yeah? 30,
Yeah.
31 of May, the 1st of July, 3 days.
Perfect.
We will send you more information, okay? You will get that. Great. Thank you very much again. Thank you, Fabio. And see you all next Wednesday in another episode. Goodbye.